Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Didn't expect to see me so quickly, huh? I've been getting better at editing, so my uploads should be more frequent and hopefully that helps our community grow. Speaking of which, we finally reached 100 subscribers, and for that, I give a big thank you to all of you guys for subscribing and for showing love to my content. Thank you for being the 100. That's honestly so crazy to see because I remember when I first started the channel and I didn't know how to get subscribers or even how to operate YouTube, yet alone how to edit videos, because I'm mainly a graphic designer, but I only dabbled in video editing as a joke. So I went on Discord to see if I could get people to my channel, and instead I just met people who were telling me the only way to get subscribers was to buy their course or hire a YouTube manager who would get me subs, and I felt like maybe this is a lost cause because I can't pay for any of that, and if that's how other YouTubers get subs, then I'm definitely not gonna get anyone. Until I finally met two guys who did a watch for watch with me, and they said all I have to do is post and I'll find my people. So luckily I have 100 of you guys now. I'm so excited and grateful. Hopefully as time goes by, we can be a little community where I get to share a little bit of myself with you guys along with Genshin content so we get to know each other. I'd love that. But enough of that. Let's jump right into the video. I'm here to speak on Miss Skirk. I heard she's coming with version 5.7 or 5.8, which seems pretty far, but I mean, you and I should personally start saving for her because I don't think she's going to be a letdown character. Some people think so, but I don't think so. Now, in this video, we'll speak on everything that we know about her so far. Even though much is not yet well known, we still can do a mini yap session. We'll speak about who we know her as, what element she's supposed to be, what weapon she yields, her relationship with Childe, and what rumors people have floating around about her. Now that doesn't involve the leaks, because I've been seeing a few videos without a source for this so-called leak roaming around about her gameplay and about the kit she's going to be using, but you guys can look into those videos and take that with a grain of salt, because if it's real or not, things can always change down the line. So getting a head start for her based on a leak is not really viable. Who is she? Skirk is a student of Certology, aka the Foul, who is the owner of the all-devouring narwhal and one of the 5 sinners of Khaenri'ah. Now, listen, clearly Genshin's whole story is mainly beef between Khaenri'ah and Celestia. We're all just getting dragged into it apparently. I mean, Celestia must be kicking stones right now, being so mad that Khaenri'ah couldn't just take the L silently. The 5 sinners of Khaenri'ah were 5 individuals of great esteem and were considered the best of their pairs. It is said that Skirk lives in an ancient world where 3 months pass equals just 3 days in Tibet. Even though that sounds crazy, the ancient world is on the darkest corners of the universe and is referred to as the Dark Realm. This is where she roams, in the dark, basically emerging from the shadows. She spends most of her time in the abyss, not really socializing with people. Her relationship with Childe starts here. One day, a 14-year-old Childe fled his life at home with nothing but a sword and a bag of bread in his hand. That 14-year-old boy got lost in the snowy forest, of course, and was pursued by bears and wolf packs. He lost his footing and fell into a bottomless crack in the earth's surface, which turned out to be the abyss. Now, that's a crazy way to just end up in a whole dark place where time moves differently from your home. Like, who's out here leaving cracks all over the place to other worlds? Like, who messed up that big? It's given Doctor Who vibes when they messed up with timelines and created cracks of time. Either ways, Childe met her and she didn't socialize much with him, but she mentored him and taught him everything he knows because apparently Childe somewhat awoke it, which must be the whale, her master's pet. Being a student of the Foul and the teacher of Childe, it could be said that she'll be one of the strongest characters in the game. I'm not really sure about that though, because if that's the case, she'd have to play a big role in the game, and if they do give her to us, they would most likely lower her powers so it would not be as unfair, like my prized possession, Mr. Zhongli. Now, Skirk was a strict teacher obsessed with training, and Childe states that she can even beat him with just one hand. Now that sounds way too OP, so they most definitely will nerf her if they decide to make her playable. There is a silhouette that resembles her, but I won't lie, I feel like whether they decide to give her to us depends on how much fans she gathers and if those fans are willing to spend money on her. I don't really think Genshin is the type to turn down a payday, which is understandable because business is business. Now for her weapon and her element. So she's a swordsman, and I don't think that detail will change. Most likely she'll be a 5-star, and the element she's rumored to be is cryo. And I think that would be a cryo delusion, not a vision. If you don't really understand the difference, then check out this video. Personally, I'm hoping they use her as an introduction to a new element and they work out the mechanisms in terms of figuring out what reaction it creates with the other elements. Her powers seem to resemble Dainsleif's, and since we're already making major game progress, they should hopefully start incorporating that final element for us. If she just runs cryo and she doesn't really give us anything linking her to the abyss or this cutscene, then she's basically lost some key factors of her identity and she just becomes another basic cryo user. I'm hoping that this situation here isn't ice. I saw this lady open a portal and throw childe in it. How are you gonna tell me that her only powers are cryo and that's it, and we're gonna act like that portal situation from her hand didn't just happen? Rumors that circulate her is that she's supposedly a descender as well as related to Honkai Impact or Honkai Star Rail based on her clothing and design in general. She doesn't match Tivat's vibe. She's too edgy, she's too cool. They relate her to Banare, Seele, Jinglu, and even Bonaria. To me, her design matches wherever Dainsleif is roaming. Perhaps she too belongs to Khaenri'ah. Maybe even worse, say Khaenri'ah isn't gone, just trapped or hidden in another timeline in the abyss trying to survive with what little they have left, or even hiding behind a secret layer that protects their land from Celestia, and they found out how to mess with those time powers. Keep in mind, Skirk spends all her time in the abyss, and the Abyss Order was formed from a man who's from Khaenri'ah. He encountered a sinner and was amazed by their powers, and this Abyss Order situation started. And it wouldn't take a big brainer to know that the Order had to have been started within the Abyss. Those sinners are also still said to be running around, because one of them is Skirk's master, and we already know those creatures that come out of the Abyss are old Khaenri'ahs. What if they failed to pass through the barrier properly between Khaenri'ah and the Abyss and got turned into those creatures? Childe could have been in Khaenri'ah, training by a Khaenri'ah. No wonder time moves differently there, and no wonder Skirk is so powerful. But that is just a little theory on my own based on her matching Dainsleif and them both looking similar to have this similar power. If you guys want, maybe I'll look into it a little bit more. You can tell me in the comment section. Either way, guys, I think she's going to be worth the pull when she arrives, so if you're interested in her, start grinding. And concerning the leaks that are out, don't get too worked up about them because things can change whether it's real or not. Take your time, enjoy the game, and check out my other videos in the meantime. Please like and subscribe so I can keep making these videos. Bye!